It's been a year.
And what have you been doing this year?
Are you talking to them or to me?
I don't know. I'm just doing the video. I don't know who I'm talking to. I never know who I am talking to.
I've been playing the games.
Okay, good.
Have you been?
Yeah, and I've been logging them. So let's see what are the most played games this year. So in this video we're gonna look at all the logged plays we have this year.
And we're gonna divide them into different categories, and then we're gonna show what is our most played game in that category.
And let us know as well what are your most played games this year. Before we jump to those categories, let's write down the logged plays we have, alright? We have competition. This is the third year we're doing this. So let's see how many games each of us have played. I just had a kid, so I shouldn't have.
Yes, your number should be like, how many plays did you get? Like, is it above 10?
1, 2, 3, 473. What?
The most played filler game.
2, 1.
Yeah!
7 Wonders Architect.
Look at that. If you play with 2 players, it takes around, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And then if you play with 7, it takes, what, around 20 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the biggest and best part about that game.
Each of you are building one of the 7 wonders just by drafting cards, picking up cards, and there's piles on both sides of you as well as in the center, so you just pick one card from any of those piles. And then you just want to get a collection of cards and then you progress. Very, very simple, yet super fun. One that almost anyone can play.
So the most played family game.
3, 2, 1. Sleeping Gods.
That family game.
You played it with family.
I did.
Exactly, it's a family game. Well, Sleeping Gods is a story game where there are tons of choices. You just get stranded with your ship and ship's crew. You have a logbook where you travel from one space to another. You also get resources, fight monsters. There's tons to do. It's for gamers as well, but it's easy to play with kids. I somehow just feel like it's a family game. I played it a lot of times and I love it to bits.
Well, to be honest, I've played it exclusively with my family. So mine's Living Forest, but it is a deck builder where you're trying to fulfill one of the objectives before anybody else does. What's unique about this deck builder is you always can draw as many cards you want from your deck until you either burn or you stop. Obviously, you want to stop, not to burn, because if you do burn, you get only 1 action per turn, but if you don't, then you get 2 actions. And it's gorgeous, it looks pretty, it is on the heavier side, so I'd say it's around the same level as Wingspan, and Wingspan supposedly counts as a family game. Most of these plays actually have been online on Board Game Arena, so if you want to give it a go, it's a good place to try it.
Yeah, digital plays don't matter, and I mean it. I really do mean it, Giannis.
You do sound like you mean it. The most played solo game.
2, 1. Hadrian's Wall.
Wow, I did not know. I thought Legacy of You is gonna overtake that.
Hadrian's Wall in general is a roll and write game where you don't roll, you actually draw cards, but you get a bunch of resources and use those resources to fill out your sheets and then get more resources. It's just so satisfying to build that system. I could have played even more if Giannis wouldn't have taken it and not played it.
Anyway, mine is Oathsworn. And it started out was me just learning this game. I just wanted to learn the game. And the best way to learn games is sometimes playing them solo. But then the learning extended into playing it, and then playing it extended into really enjoying it, and that extended into being the most played solo game this year. It's a campaign-driven boss battler. Each session is divided in 2 parts. One story part where you go around the city and doing the different kind of encounters and make choices, and then the fighting part where you fight the big baddie or a smaller baddie, different baddies. The most played Euro game.
Knowing that you don't usually play Euro games, I will say that you played like Catan once, and now it's like most played.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Ark Nova.
Yep, New Year's. Stone Age. Do you want to know why? You're like, why suddenly you play a lot of Stone Age?
Yeah, why do you suddenly play a lot of Stone Age?
Well, actually, I also played it on Board Game Arena, and since we decided that it counts, right?
It doesn't count, and I meant it.
Our company, we had a Stone Age tournament, which we played online, so I racked up some plays here.
Nice.
Stone Age is a worker placement game, a really old one. I mean, like 15 years old.
That's old in board games.
Yeah, that's like ancient in board game world. It happening in Stone Age. Surprise, surprise. And you have these little workers that you're sending out to gather resources. And it's really nice, simple intro into worker placement.
Totally would work for a family game as well. Ark Nova is on the heavy side.
Super heavy side.
Where you build a zoo. You also want to preserve the nature. The action selection system is basically 5 cards in a row. And the farther it is on this row, it's stronger. And then when you use that card, you move it to the left side. So it's not the weakest card and everything else moves on. A big, exciting game for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's story campaign game.
3, 2, 1. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Wales.
I have ISS League Vanguard.
This is a huge campaign game, all about space exploration. Story is fantastic. The production value is through the roof. If you're a sucker for space theme, this one's for you.
Yeah.
If you love Assassin's Creed, then this is the best representation in board games. It's huge, it's epic. It's a dungeon crawler where you have to go in as a team and then fulfill an objective. Yet there's like waves of opponents coming at you all the time, and you have to secretly sneak around and kill them. All around fun, especially if you love the theme.
The most played party game.
3, 2, 1. Wavelength.
Catch Sketch.
Wavelength is the party hit for this year for sure for me. I think even last year as well we played tons of it. Where you play as a team, you can split in 2 teams as well. You have a range from, for example, green to red. And I will give you a hint, let's say an apple. Okay. And you have to tell me where in this range you will place that apple.
Right in the middle.
And then we open up the screen and see if you were right, if the hint that I gave you was the right one I needed to, because I knew where you have to hit between this range. Yeah, Fun entertainment while you are thinking that clue, after you just said the clue, after everybody has guessed wrong, because mostly you will guess wrong.
This one is super funnier than yours. I can bet it is a drawing game. And I'm gonna outright and say it's the best drawing game ever played. So how this works is one player gets a card and he shows it to everybody else, just like in Just One. You don't see it. Everybody looks at it, and when they're ready, they start drawing. But the thing is, if you finish your drawing first, you're gonna be the first one who's gonna be guessed, and you get more points because of that. But you do want it to be guessed. So you have this dilemma of how long do I take to draw it, but I want to be first. Mm-hmm. It's a super funny drawing game where drawing bad helps. What is the most played 2-player game?
2, 1. Spirit Island. It was this, and Summoner Wars was played by 1 or 2 times.
Oh, interesting. Because I actually did play it twice with you this year.
Yeah,
so I helped that statistic. Yes!
So Spirit Island is a game with a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking, a lot of murmuring, because you will sit there at your cards and just...
Yeah.
Basic idea is that you are gods or spirits, and intruders are coming to like kind of destroy it or just live in there and, you know, pollute everything. You just want to get rid of them, either by fear or just straight out killing them. You get spirit points, you get actions, and you try to move around the map and destroy them.
Well, mine's Shore of Tripoli. You love that game so much, maybe you want to tell what it's about?
No, I don't want to.
Shores of Tripoli is a 2-player war game, which we reviewed. One player takes the role of pirates, and the other player takes the role of US fighting the pirates and attacking each other's ships. You're sinking ships, you're playing historical event cards, you're rolling a ton of dice. It's amazing, it's awesome. Watch our review and don't ask his opinion. Watch our review, but watch only like half of the screen. Don't watch that part, that side. Just cover it with something and watch this part when you're watching that review.
They already are. I mean, come on. Look at you. Look at you. Who wouldn't look at you?
Small/card game.
3, 2, 1. The Crew. Deep Sea.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say still.
Once again, The Crew is the card game for me. It was 2 years ago, the first edition. Now the second Deep Sea edition is the most played game actually this year. Yeah. Because it's much easier to play it.
Mine's Undaunted. Normandy, if we want to be specific. I played it with my son. Our schedules are easily matching, and it's a deck builder where you buy units into your deck and then you're moving your units on the board and attacking players and completing objectives. It's not long. It takes like 30 minutes to play one scenario, maybe a bit longer, but it's accessible. It has dice rolling. It's fun. Yeah, if you want to try a light war game that is not Shores of Tripoli, Undaunted could be it.
The Crew is basically a trick-taking game where you all work in a team, can talk with each other, but everybody gets their cards and you want to play them out in the right order to finish the tasks. And each level will have completely different unique tasks that you will need to do. For example, there's no way Giannis can pick up a 9 in this round. So we have to play the cards so Giannis doesn't pick any cards. That's it. And the best thing, he doesn't talk the whole way.
That's like the biggest advantage of that game if you would be playing with me. Huh?
Yeah. Those were our most played games. Let us know in the comment section what were your most played games. And please do us a favor and check out these few things.
Just check out our YouTube membership or Patreon, because there is a video coming about our top 6 most disappointing, or should I say regretful games that we bought, that we
Yeah.
regret the most.
Exclusive members and Patreons videos coming
Yes.
up each month.